everybody, and welcome back to another One of Everything Wednesdays. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back with another new store. Happy New Year, everybody. It's 2020. Starting with a new store, Fourth Dimension, located in Newmarket, Ontario. They didn't have a business card, at least not that I could find. Maybe they gave me one and I just can't find it. I don't know. But they didn't have one. But they did have a small selection of Magic the Gathering packs, and it looks like mostly just the standard stuff. So of course, Guilds of Ravnica, Allegiances, War of the Spark, Core Set 2020, and Throne of Eldraine. They did in fact have a box of Rivals of Ixalan as well, which had just rotated around the time anyway, so that makes sense. For those of you who are new to this series, thanks for joining me. I am your host, MrBevers, and what we do here is we open up these packs of cards, and we see if anything is of note or value. This is to show off what the store has for selection, but it's also to give cards back to my patrons. My patrons will receive basically one card from this pile every month that's worth $1 or more. I'm not sure if any of these commons or anything. I know this Mystic Sanctuary is like played a bunch. Let's see. Can you scan this? That is not what that card is. Let me put the prices up here. As you can see, it scanned it as a Flooded Strand. Let's see if it can actually... You had no problem. I checked you just before I started this, and you scanned cards just fine. And now all of a sudden you're like, no, I refuse. No? You don't like that card? Can you scan this card? You know that that card's Fortifying Provisions. Just does not like this Mystic Sanctuary. Let's get these off here, because it's definitely not there. Let's add this manually, and we'll go... Mystic Sanctuary. Close that. It's only 35 cents. All that work for 35 cents. You know what I'm saying? Merfolk's Secret Keeper, another common. Seeing a lot of play in Limited. Not so much outside of Limited. Fierce Witchstalker. And then Prophet of the Peak. Giant Opportunity. Witch's Oven, seeing play in Standard for sure. Don't think it's over $1. Because it's not seeing play. This is the problem with these cards, is like, you know, they see play in Standard a whole bunch, but then they don't really see play outside of Standard, and that's why they don't really have a price tag of over $1. Thunderous Snapper, not so much. And our rare, hey, the Royal Scions. We'll take that. That's pretty sweet. That'll definitely go on to the patron pile. I don't think it's really having a hard time. $10 for that one. Sweet. That's a good hit then. Nice. And then we got a bear token with a forest. Alright, Core 2020 is next. The scanner has a really hard time with like cards that are darker colors. This is why I really wish that like Hell Vault would come to Android, because I use an Android phone. I don't have any Apple products myself personally. And I really wish that Hell Vault would come to Android, but it is not currently available on Android as far as I'm aware. So... there you go. Bunch of commons. Not so much anything there. Eternal Isolation. Gauntlets of Light. Risen Reef. That sees a lot of play. And our rare, Planar Cleansing. Risen Reef, 38 cents. Not so much. Planar Cleansing I also think is not going to be... Ooh, we did get a foil though. What's Planar Cleansing coming in at? 19 cents. Not so much. And a foil there with a swamp and a soldier token. We've got War of the Spark next. Crushed Descent. I don't think I have to worry about too many commons from here. Let's just double check things here. Go here. Go here. Go here. Say Standard. War of the Spark. Commons? This will tell me, yeah, nothing in the common section that I need to be worried about. Good, I can blow through them. A Johnny's Pride Mate as our first uncommon. The uncommons, we got, of course, the Planeswalkers, Narset and Ashiok. Dovin's Veto is close as well. Johnny's Pride Mate, not so much. Firemind Vessel. Bond of Revival. This is a great card. This card's a lot of fun to play with. And we got a Sorin. Alright, we didn't hit a uncommon walker, but we did hit a Sorin, which is nice. Who doesn't like a Sorin every now and then? That's a nice dollar something Planeswalker there for us to add to the patron pile. So far, 2 things to add, which is nice. Alright, we've got Ravnica Allegiances next. Let's see. What do we find? Ravnica Allegiances, and do we have commons and things from here? Persistent Petitioners is almost $1 in the common slot. I don't think it actually is. Anyway, there you go. Orzhov Racketeers. In the uncommon slot, we're looking for Light Up the Stage, Wilderness Reclamation, and Rhythm of the Wild. It's not Orzhov Racketeers, it's not High Alert, and it's not Spire Mangler. And we got an Immolation Shaman, which I don't believe is seeing any play in any format. So this rare is going to be just a womp womp wow kind of sound. There you go. Immolation Shaman, 13 cents. And we've got a foil applied Biomancy with, of course, a Rakdos Guildgate and a zombie token. Guilds of Ravnica is next. Let's see what this has. Alright, let's see. Guilds of Ravnica. Showing the commons. Nothing in the common slot. Uncommon slot. We've got Thought Erasure. Ugh, I hate Thought Erasure. I can't wait until it rotates. It's like literally every time I see someone go turn 1, like tapped black land, like black and red or black and white or whatever, I immediately go, don't Thought Erasure me. And then almost every time they go turn 2 untapped blue source Thought Erasure. And I'm like, I said don't. I said don't. One time. Don't have it. And almost every time, too, that it happens to me, that they Thought Erasure me on turn 2, they have another Thought Erasure in hand or draw one off the top of their deck. So that they go turn 1 Thought Erasure, turn 2 Thought Erasure. And I'm like, yeah. Or turn 2 and then turn 3, I should say. Krull Harpooner, Conclave Tribunal, World Soul Colossus, and none of those are Thought Erasure, so boing. And then we got Ritual of Soot, which is a nice little removal spell. Let's see. Do you scan? Coming in at almost $1, so we'll end up in the somewhat patron pile. It might get put in with another card of some sort and all that kind of stuff. Now, next up, we got Rivals of Ixalan. Right? And then do we have commons in here? No. What about uncommons? Curious Obsession is still about over $1, which is like the blue enchantment that lets you draw. Right? Man, Ixalan was such a good set. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if anybody out there hated it. I'm sure there are some people out there that hated it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was nice. Imperial Ceratops, Reaver Ambush, Everdawn Champion, and oh, we got a flip rare. So when this card comes before the rare, that means that your rare is a flip rare. And we got a Journey to Eternity, which is nice. This card's great. I love this card. And we got a City's Blessing token. Journey to Eternity is a sweet looking, or is a sweet little enchantment that says, you know, enchant a creature you control, and then when enchanted creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. Then return Journey to Eternity to the battlefield transformed under your control, which is like sweet. My favorite thing to do with this is to put it on a Thrashing Brontodon, and then sack the Thrashing Brontodon targeting the Journey to Eternity, which triggers the Journey to Eternity to essentially return the Thrashing Brontodon to the table, and then flip this so that essentially the ability of the Thrashing Brontodon fizzles. It's one of my favorite tricks to pull on people, because you can basically just be like, I blow up my own enchantment. Like, why would you do that? Well, you see my creature dies, which then means this comes back to the battlefield as a land, which means its target, it can't be blown up by the destroy target enchantment anymore, and the Thrashing Brontodon comes back. So I didn't really lose him. I just paid a mana to basically blink him and flip my land, which is pretty sweet. Because then you can pay 5 and return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, which is pretty awesome. Also, not just that, but this adds 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, which is like just a bonkers card. Hence why it has a $3 price tag on it, as you can see there in the list over there. Anyway, Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I have been your host, MrBevers. This has been a One of Everything from Fourth Dimension, located in Newmarket, Ontario. There should be a link below in the description. Go check out their site if you're interested in any of the product that you saw here today. And if not, thanks for just watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.